My name is John May. I'm a physician in internal medicine, practicing for more than 15 years in the field of correctional health care. I'm the chief medical officer for a company in Miami. That's my full-time job. My other life is this volunteer service, looking at how we can bring some of the skills and systems that we have in place that are effective and functional in the United States to developing countries. I flew into Haiti this morning to continue our work at the prison. I go to the National Penitentiary every 2 months or so, sometimes more frequently than that, to follow up on some patients and try to deliver care and make steady improvements in the system there. Some vitamin packs. Prison officially is designed for about 1,050 persons. Today's population is 3,054 inmates. This is the Titanic building. It was built just a few years ago with international funding, but it never had any provision for plumbing. We thought at the time that people could leave their cell areas and go out and use the toilets, but it's so crowded now they have to keep it locked down almost all the time. So you'll see the waste all over the floor and the water as they hose down the areas, but the smell will be obvious. But to urinate, you have to go through the bars. To defecate and put in a plastic bag and toss it out. So this is going to be the focus of the intervention now. Ask him how many in here.
47.
The intention was that the inmates would be able to leave these cell areas and go to the latrines, or go to an outdoor area where they've got some pits and access water that way. Well, because of the crowding and very few staff persons to maintain a safe environment, they're locked down in these rooms, and the rooms are mostly all small, different sizes, maybe a 20 by 20 room designed for 12 people, and some have 50 and 60 and 70 persons all crowded into them. In these rooms, ask how many people are in this one.
Monsieur, nous combien tout qu'on est là?
67. There's no running water, no plumbing. They're allowed out maybe an hour a day to shower or get some exercise. Soap is very important. It's a commodity that the inmates really need and appreciate. And fortunately, soap is heavy, but we used to bring 1 suitcase full of soap, and I always, before the trips, run to the flea market or a discount store. We fill a suitcase with soap that we can distribute. Walking into the prison with the soap can be really overwhelming, and first it threw me back, and I was afraid we were going to start little riots because everyone clamors for it. It's a sad thing to see the frustration and the intensity with which they want to get just a simple bar of soap. I don't think we will cause riots with the soap, and we haven't, and I've come to appreciate that somehow this place has not blown up. It seems like it's really on the teeter to explode. how all these people can be cramped in such a space under such conditions and still there's stability there. It's a fascinating thing to study and figure out. They're still clinging on to hope, and when you can provide something small as a bar of soap, it gives someone some hope. Reflex.
And the Jeffrey live with you. Hey, doctor.
We're not sure what he has. He started with beriberi. You can find in the literature in World War II camps, prisoners would get beriberi, but it started emerging here a few years ago. And simple thiamine pill or injection could cure it. But I don't think he got the replacement quickly enough, and that's why he's got the swelling in his feet now. I think the opportunity was missed to reverse it. It could have been cured easily with just a vitamin, with thiamine. Infectious diseases are a huge concern in the prison. Many come in with infectious diseases, and then crowded in these tight areas, the diseases can flourish. So mostly we're talking about tuberculosis, scabies. We had an enormous problem of scabies. Certainly sexually transmitted infections and HIV are prevalent throughout the prison. When was your last test that you said you had it? A year ago. Here or in the States? Okay. What was the result then? It was negative. Okay. These are rapid tests, and so they're a preliminary. It's not a final. But it's concerning me. The preliminary test is positive. But we have to do more tests with the samples that I wrote. Tuberculosis, HIV, sexually transmitted diseases are things that if they're not properly managed within a medical setting, they can develop drug resistance. They certainly will spread to others. And most of these inmates are going to go out into the community. And if we're not addressing the problems there, we're actually incubating and creating a worse problem, and it will flourish, and we're going to spread this to the community.
This program is brought to you by Link TV for educational and non-commercial use only. Link TV is the only US network dedicated to global and national news, uncompromising documentaries, and diverse cultural programs. Programs which connect you to the world.